Hello and welcome to August 11th. TLRY special report. We're still in the Doji Zone. Yeah, we're still in the Doji Zone right there. But look at this. This has really become a major support. It has not been able to break through the below. I mean, here we created a low point, came down, hit it again, and now it's trying to get down here and somewhere in this area. It's very tiny, but somewhere in this area somebody likes this price. Yes, that's what this means. Sure, you call it a sell-off. Not necessarily a sell-off. It could also, price could drop because there are no more buyers or the number of buyers are not coming in, therefore pushing the price up. Price moves up, not necessarily on the fundamentals of the company, but it also moves on what they call sentiment. And sentiment would be is what the people think. The people who are closest to the stock, what do they feel about it? And then there are people on the sidelines with lots of money saying, well, I heard about TLRY and I wanted to see how it's doing. And then they come back and see, ooh, there's a nice little support in here. You know what? This might be a good spot to get in. And then they come in and that's when price stops moving down. It's also known as uh, the market behavior, the market characteristics, the market profile. And so people getting into an attitude like, well, uh, this is the price of the value of the price of the stock. It's not. This is the value of the price that people put on it, which is the sentiment value, and then we're just going and following the sentiment, which is the market. So that explains that we did have a pullback. It dropped. We were 36 yesterday. We got a 40. We're minus 36 yesterday, minus 44. But it's another little retest right in here, and the parameters are still looking okay. I mean, I'm not particularly crazy about this histogram going negative, but it's going to happen. We do have a good substantial buffer from the low of 1427, as you can see here, the low of 1427. Let me move this over to the meeting so we don't distract the eye. So 1427 is this low, and our stop is 1250. So the point comes down, we still have a substantial amount of buffer to see how this is going to go. And this is also, again, price moved up here, and then the news broke out how great this company was, and then price drops down, and now it could be here. This could be happening as small accumulation. People, hedge fund managers, institutionals are looking at getting into this. Big money is getting into this. I mean, you still got Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and who's the other guy? Jeff Bezos and all these big names that you hear in the market. They're the big money, but they're not the only big money. There are lots and lots and lots of people who you never would hear about who have a couple of billion here and a couple of billion there who stay out of the spotlight. And then you have the high multimillionaires, millionaires who have $700-800 million. And again, they do not get into the spotlight. But they're in the sidelines quietly looking at saying, how can I keep my money working for me? And it becomes a game. It's a real game, cool game. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and slow down with that. Okay, so that's the feeling with it, and the rules have not changed. There's nothing to change here. We know our 7 exits. Go back and you can reread them again. We know what we're going to do. We're just waiting for a price either breaks and clears the gantry of 1605 to give us an EP exit, or we get taken out. And I already know that if we get taken out, we're going to lose maybe $200, maybe $215 off our $350 that we got paid for the price. But that happens. And then this will just end up on my lost leaders list. If it doesn't end up in my lost leaders list and this clears with any kind of profit, then it's going to be a pure profit in one trade, which is what the proof is that lost leader trading is only for very, very few people who one, have the time, two, have the vanity that they want to win back the game. They can't accept that they had a loss here and there. They want to go back and get that loss back again, and it becomes a vanity game. That's all. If my daughter is the open scan trader, she says, Dad, that's it. I'm not doing it. And of course not. It takes time. It takes lots of time for being a loss leader trader. So, so I highly don't recommend don't do loss leader trading. But bottom line is that TLRY is not. TLRY is a pure play. And that really is a conclusion of today's report. We'll look to see if we can get some get a little bit of rest down here, come down, maybe get down into the low stochastic, still stay with above the exit, and then go back up again. If we were to do a Elliot wave on this, it would be, since this already broke that, well, let's see, it would go up, down. That would be about, that would still be in the context. We'll go ahead and draw that out. Sure, using this low, that high, this low, and then technically it should be going at a 45-degree angle. Projected at a 40. Anytime you do a projection out, 45-degree angle. So we'll do a 45-degree angle and see where it goes from there. And with that said, we'll conclude today's report for TLRY still in the Doji Zone. And I thank you very much for coming by and checking it out. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Bye.